Good morning, this is John with Prospect Roofing. We are doing a repair. I'm going to show you the tools of the trade, what we need. We have gloves, because gloves. We have a nail gun. This is a DeWalt nailer, super reliable, especially for small repair jobs. If you're doing a full re-roof, it's not very reasonable because it's not that fast. A flat bar, a hammer, a caulk gun. This is like Grace Ice and Water Shield. This guy is leaking. We might even be able to reuse this, so we'll see. It's brand new. Our HVAC guy installed it and didn't install it right. And so when water deluges this area, it leaks. And then we have a replacement, just in case. Replacement Broan vent. So it's custom, whatever. It's that. So we're gonna be putting that guy on, and hopefully I give you a positive end result. Something to keep in mind when repairing a roof is if you just tear the shingle up from the bottom, you can usually rip the we do rip the tar strip off, but sometimes you can rip the shingle in half. So what you want to get is beyond the tar strip and move over this way, and then you're not tearing it up as bad, because when at all possible, you kind of want to preserve the old shingles, because if you get new shingles, the color match is always going to be a little different. So now you'll see this new patch around here and it just doesn't look as good. By ripping up the tar strip, we're actually ripping up the tar strip, but we will be caulking back in there and making it good. So that's not a worry. Even though you're kind of tearing the stickum off, you're going to be reapplying stickum, so you'll be fine. All right, so we got this thing torn off. Right around here is the fiberglass from the ductwork inside the attic that runs down to the hood vent that's blowing out of here. You can see a rusty nail right here. So water's certainly been getting underneath to some length. This is all glued down and nailed down, but water certainly has been getting in and coming across. The reason why this has leaked is because you need ice and water barrier around here. Otherwise, water will come in and just get under the shingle, and you have like what, 3/4 of an inch, half an inch and a half, whatever it is. So it's just not much for water to migrate over. And if these shingles aren't cut, it's just not enough. You just need ice and water shield around these Broan vents. Sometimes if you're really winging it like a cowboy, you could probably get away with not caulking, like a pipe flashing like this. I don't think this has leaked. We didn't put it on, so I don't feel responsible. It looks like it's done right. You got, a couple inches, but I'm guessing the roofer probably put ice and water shield around there. That's the code, it's what you should do. And in this case, it was not done by a roofer, and it was done this way. So we're gonna do it right. All right, got that vent put in. Got ice and water shield put underneath and over top. Had the bottom perimeter caulked, and the shingles put back around it. So looking slick, and I think this is the solution.